Okay. You know I had to chime in on this one here, so they're not even trying anymore, are they? It's like, why even pretend that this, oh, it's canon, it's canon. No, it's canon, not canon. Yeah, you race swapped Captain April, okay? I wonder if these idiots are even aware of the animated series, that we have seen Captain April on screen before, and very much a white guy. You know? An older white guy, too. But and they also suddenly, it's like, now, Admiral. What happened to Commodore? Because are they aware Commodore is a lower rank than Admiral? Are they going to, if they're going to try and pull this, it's canon, it's still in the timeline. Oh, really? Oh, what happened to bust him from Admiral down to Commodore? Because then no one, don't even try the animated series is not canon. Bull, it is canon. It was made canon once they settled the legal thing. They released the DVD set. They even had the debate on the DVD. No, it's canon. Roddenberry was executive producer. It's written by the same writers, had the same actors. It's called Star Trek, not Star. It's Star Trek. It has the same pretty much the same opening credits as the original series. Star Trek created by Gene Roddenberry. This is one season is animated. It is canon. So, yes, Robert April, as a white guy, is canon. And now they're flipping that. On top of the ship being enormous, ginormous, compared to the original thing. And crew members who shouldn't be there being there. We're missing some guys who should be there. Remember, Jose Tyler, helmsman, he should be there. Dr. Boyce, where the hell's he? And Bengo, he was a recent transfer to the Enterprise when he showed up in Private Little War. Now he's suddenly the chief medical officer long before McCoy. So, guys, admit it. This is an alternate timeline. It's a reboot. CNN had it right in the headline they put out, and you made them force a change. It's a reboot. Admit it. Quit trying to play both sides of the field here, Oh, and also, they race swapped Lieutenant Kyle, too. He's no longer a blonde-haired, chirpy Englishman. He's some Asian kid. Yes, Kyle being such a rampant name in the Asian community. And they wonder why, we're so, it's not, because, I saw a tweet, people said about black captains, bull. One, I don't know of anybody who complained about, Ben Sisko being black. That's idiotic. Anybody who complained about that is not a fan. They don't belong. So I disavow that right now. And you say the rampant, I say you're lying your ass off. I'm getting tired of these idiots trying to make apologies for this crap. The problems we have is them trying to pull crap like this. And you know why? Because it's insulting our intelligence, okay? Flat out. You're insulting the intelligence of what had been considered the most intelligent fan base around. You're trying to tell, no, it's the same ship, just squint. I shouldn't have to squint, okay? When I can put up a size comparison of the original ship and this thing, and you can't blame this on a refit, okay? There are fewer discrepancies between this and the movie refit than this and this thing. Okay. And one guy put it up there about he took these opening credits, opening graphics, effects montage, and put it to Faith of the Heart. Why does it fit? Why does it fit? And I was like, because they're using what was John Eves' proposal for the NX-01. Yeah. That was his idea for the NX-01 when they're floating around trying what the ship going to look like. That was what he put out. You look up the reproduction sketches. Yep, that's pretty much the same ship. And that kind of builds on my thing that this would have wound up being the Daedalus class if they'd gone a few more seasons on that show. But there's a part of me, it's kind of like when if anybody's seen the Incredibles DVD set, the big where they on the extras, they have an episode of the Incredibles animated series where they're doing kind of a clutch cargo thing with the mouth, and there's a commentary track with Craig T. Nelson and Samuel L. Jackson as Mr. Incredible and Frozone. And they get this thing where they show Frozone, and you go, they made me a white guy. No, it's just they made me a white guy. And just going, all right, fine, they whatever. That's kind of my initial reaction. They made me a black guy. Again, no disparaging to the actor, because I'm sure he previous to this thing, he's playing Uncle Phil on the dramatic version of Fresh Prince. But it's like, stop trying. You have blown any sense of credibility in saying that this is canon. This adheres any way to canon. The second you start race swapping, you're pretty much broke up credit when you change the ship and you change the uniforms. Visual canon is still canon. You change the look of it, you blew it right there, okay? But you go the full thing and just do a full-on race swap of a major character, that's it. You're done. Admit it's a reboot and we can judge on its own merits. But you keep trying to push this thing of this is canon, this is how it happened, this is that. Bull. Okay, you blew it. There is no way you can legitimately claim that this conforms with canon. Okay? I think we'll know something's up when Lower Deck sneaks in a reference to Captain April and they show a screen cap from the animated series, because they've already verified the animated series through they showed an old freighter from the animated series, and when Ransom has a pad, and they show a picture of Kirk and Spock from the animated series. That's kind of final confirmation that the animated series is canon, because Lower Decks is the only show that's compliant with canon whatsoever, because it's actually run by fans. It's written by fans. It's the cast and crew both. They're all fanboys and fangirls. So, it's kind of why I defend Lower Decks at this point. It's just because I like the kind of subversive, rapid-fire humor. I don't mind the animation stuff, because it's not quite like Rick and Morty. Rick and Morty is far more surreal in its style. It's a little more grounded in Lower Decks, but also and then the references serve a purpose to make the show. Yes, we are a Star Trek show. We're very proud of being a Star Trek show. We love being a Star Trek show. The characters are big fans of Star Trek, of Starfleet's history. Like I said before, Boimler's probably got Kirk's and Picard's lines memorized. He would know them better than if Picard came on. Hey, what about on Thursday and back in Saturday 4, 6, 7? What? I don't remember that at all, young man. But like I said, anybody who still hears this thing, it's canon, it's the same shit. Like I said, on the one tweet in there, anybody who claims that this ship is the same ship as Kirk's thing, he's going to get slapped. Okay. Because if you honestly believe that this show complies with the established canon, you can't you cannot decanonize something because what? No, not at this late date. If your newer production does not agree with canon, guess what? Your new production is not canon. The canon is established. Original series, animated series, movies. Sorry, Gene. All of them count, even 5 to a certain extent. You can squint a little bit with what exactly we're seeing in 5. I'll give them enough of that. It's like I'm still of the opinion that the whole story with Cybok and Planet and Nimbus 3 and going to the center of the galaxy was a ghost story being told by Kirk and McCoy around the campfire after a few too many helpings of that secret ingredient. Okay? That's why it just gets weirder and weirder as it goes along. Until finally it's like, and we're having a good old party with the Klingons and the forward